Or to I don't know. I prefer to honestly like not worry about stuff like that because I just have the patience for it.
What?
It's not fun to do. So, but yeah, I'll start it up.
What's the matter, pup?
But yeah, I'm not great at this myself. Well, I mean, I got to the end boss, but I never beat it. So. Go ahead and get started here, I guess.
My dog is crying and I don't understand why.
Oh, there it is. You have been invited. Okay. Well, this will be fun for you. First time you're playing it. I played before, so I kind of have an idea about what I'm doing. Gosh, I can't remember the last time I actually mined in this game myself manually.
Sorry, the dog was having a panic attack practically, so I needed to make sure that he was okay. I'm connecting. It says I'm still connecting. Failed. Server unreachable.
Alright. Alright, so I guess I can actually run a dedicated end on this side. Alright. Do you want classic or normal? Do you want to unlock building knowledge? Progress. Okay, I guess I should ask this way. Classic or normal, do you want to unlock building progress and progress? I'm going to see if I can throw it up as dedicated.
Yeah, that actually sounds fine to me.
Because there's like... There's two main different modes. There's normal and classic. Classic is basically you have full building knowledge from the start, but you still have to progress through the galaxy to get different resources. There's still some limitations to it. Normal is virtually you have to unlock each tier of ability to manufacture bigger ships and this, that, and the other, so to speak.
Which one would you prefer?
I don't care. I played the game before, gotten close to the end, so this is your experience.
Class. standards. I don't know, normal.
Right.
The one where we have to unlock progression.
Perfect. Okay.
Later.
See you.
Alright. I'll be right back. Guess they gotta do some family opening presents thing, so I don't know. I'll be back.
Okay. Oh. Alright. It really is. May end up being a flying. Chip. They wait for my.
All right.
Welcome back.
So, I want to point out that my wife and I, because we had like a Secret Santa shit that we had to do for her late father's side.
Yeah.
And I've never expected anything great from them. The best gifts that I have always gotten have been from my wife's immediate family and my immediate family and my grandma and whatnot. And I'm not trying to rate gifts either, but the gifts that come from her late father's side is they just don't put any effort in at all. Like, they don't ask questions about, well, what is this person like? Like, my wife and I went all out. We had a $20 budget or $25 budget, and that's what we were given. And so we're like, all right, we'll look into like, what do they like and what can we get for them that's something that they like.
Right. No, I understand.
So, like, I got one of her cousins, and she got her cousin's fiance, and her cousin is a lot younger. You know, he's just now kind of like getting into anime and stuff, and he's really liking like Naruto right now. And I'm like, all right, you know, let's go to Target. I think that there's something there that we could probably find. If he likes Naruto, then he probably will really like getting like a figurine or something like that from Naruto, or some kind of, with anime it's like there's not really much like in action figures or way of like play things, so it's like more of collectible, and when it comes to that kind of stuff. I wasn't about to get him a shirt because it's like, who wants to get clothing, especially a kid? So I was like, all right, you know what, Get them.
Every kid wants clothing.
All right.
Right,
Nowadays, I'm just like, yes.
I mean, nowadays I am actually fine with it. I'm like, okay, yeah, no, I needed stuff. I'm okay with this. Are there instances where I wouldn't mind getting something? Sure, but... Alright, let me know if you can... What you're gonna need to do is go into... I don't think I can shift tab join.
I just shift tabbed.
Yep. Okay, so the dedicated worked.
But and then like we don't really know her cousin's fiance that well, and so we called her cousin and asked her, like, hey, what is your fiance like? And she's like, country stuff, beer, alcohol, and trucks. Like, okay, that's pretty simple stuff. I think that, you know, what we could probably do is if it's country stuff, maybe some hunting, some kind of hunting gear, you know, like a knife with a paracord around on the handle, that can be removed and used for whatever, and it has like a bottle opener as well attached to it, like, you know, just like an all-in-one package of that kind of stuff with like some camo and on it. It's just like, it was like she and I, it felt like we put in a lot more effort into doing their stuff, and I get shirts that say basically that I'm fucking lazy. Like both shirts, one of the shirts is like adulting, would not recommend, 1 star out of 5. Which, I mean, that's funny. I think that's funny. And then the other shirt literally says, I can't today.
Maybe a smidge bitter.
And then the other shirt I got says, I can't today, I have plans with my couch. I don't even fucking play games on a couch.
Hey, I have plans with my couch, but that turns into a nap on my couch. Downstairs with kids, and but I'm also tired. I got mail. Also,
how does this work?
Alright, so what I'm gonna do, so I'm going to go ahead and negotiate with you. I sent you. If you hit P, those all the other junk, hit P. Go over to the handshaky thing, that's diplomacy.
Oh, this is trade. P.
I'm gonna head off for the night, gentlemen. Merry Christmas, and have a good night.
So as
Merry
you can
Christmas.
sort of trade. So I'm offering you to be allies.
How do I accept, negotiate? Leave your current trade before.
Okay, hit P.
I have a current
Trade should be open.
P.
Do you see the menu? Big trade deal. Trade with Dead Jester.
I don't.
I will.
Telling me to leave.
I'm going to found an alliance. Oh, that's... I'll found an alliance eventually. Too broke right now. Wants me to pay 5,000 credits. I'm a poor boy. Has to spend his days mining this derpy shuttlecraft. Is that what you started in?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know what asteroids look like that you can mine?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
White one, obviously colored asteroids are mineable asteroids as long as you have a laser, mining laser, this is very important, of the current tier or 1 tier below it. Louis. I see that you're in sector, so if you hit N, I think you're in sector with me, right? Maybe.
Yeah. N?
Okay, there's a couple different things. Map. You can
Ooh.
N as in Nancy, kind of see different
Yeah.
ships in the sector. You see the Aurelius. I don't think you'll see me. I see. I see your drone. I have invited you.
/join.
All I wanted to do is a miniature version of the. But yeah, you can see we both have health bars and stuff. We're kind of in the same. So you have two different main menus to go between. So P is the player menu, and you can what your player profile shows what resources you acquired. Have to get titanium. All you have to do is mine titanium. You don't have to go and the other stuff you have to do at the later tiers. So all you need to do is pretty much collect some titanium, which is the white stuff around the map. You'll get a mail thing in your mailbox. If you hold shift, you can move your mouse around in the upper left or right hand corner of the screen. Go to the player trade menu, mail, strategy mode, galaxy map, ship menu, player menu. Right? So shift and then moving your mouse around is going to be important, especially in build mode, because
So my little drone
has mining lasers on it.
Right, but I can't just set it to mine a rock. I have to do it manually.
You have to do it manually. The only way you can set it to automatically do it is okay. I'll help you out here in a second with explaining that. You need a captain. I'll explain how to get captains here. Trying to get my first ship up and running, so I have a ship. So if I can get a low tier captain, I'm fine with that right now. I can set auto mine. All right. So I'm 100 away. Gosh darn.
You're gonna go to school? Yeah. Yeah, my wife. So she got a backpack.
Oh.
She's
Okay.
She's 27. Isn't in school for college or anything.
It's a cute, like, quick pass clip.
It's a backpack. Like, it's a straight up backpack.
I mean, could be worse.
And she picks things that she likes. For other people. Back.
Grandma Bonnie, you still there?
Shit, I might put it back on.
All right, cool. I now have my first sign. My first.
Sure.
His grandma's store runs you.
You do what? Sorry, I can't hear you.
I'm gonna look for your drone. I think I see it.
Oh, well, I was just heading towards you, and I don't know where you were.
I'm in the Aurelius now. I have my first ship up and running.
I can't put like 6 cigarettes.
Flight assist is using up all your energy.
Where are you? Why don't I see you?
Flight assist.
Oh,
What do I have in here?
15 points on your computer sometime.
You didn't get him
Fired energy
So
1.6.
I don't know what to get.
What?
For you, what do you want?
I said I can probably just put Steam points on your computer and not teach you nothing. No. 15 points later, let me know. Be able to see it.
Okay.
You're fine with that?
Yeah.
You don't want to cry
Why would I want to cry?
because he didn't get you.
Don't expect anything.
He's supposed to be your brother.
Steam points.
You're shitty. You didn't buy him anything for Christmas and you want to give him. You're a shitty brother. That's shitty.
I know. His birthday.
Are there gyro rays on this? Alright, hang on.
I'll give him Steam points. I really need Steam points.
That's a terrible gift.
You're not terrible.
When is he ever going to do
He
that?
said,
When is he ever going to
Fuck it, as soon as I get them.
Okay. Aren't really.
Bro, there's a winter sale going on. If you give me 100.
Devin said, wait a minute.
chill out? We just
Your
have
action
some bad
request.
brother. That means you give him 50 and that's it. 100 is like, double.
Okay.
He'll be up for 3 days.
He don't need that. I know it's Christmas.
Hey, is collision on, Bean?
Yeah. I'm
Cool.
wondering.
Woohoo! I'm gonna run into you. I did.
I may
Why
not be
is
able
that?
Hmm?
You may not be able to what move.
Yeah, something fancy's going on with this design that I pulled from. Which
Give me an early
Can you? Ow, sissy.
can I ow? I mean, but
No, Pup's got sharp claws, and she's like clawing at my arms. All right, you're good. Go, 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 go,
engine
go.
go to.
Too many engines. That should be enough engines there to fucking go forward.
No. It's I'm just drawing too much power. I gotta
No.
find out.
8:30. Fuck that. I will wake up at 11 o'clock. Oh. Okay, so how do I...
Okay, that's not drawing that much power. So what is eating my power draw? Light
What
assist.
the fuck do you have on your lips? Those are not your lips. What the fuck is that?
It's a lip mask.
Why do you have a lip mask?
My aunt got it for me.
Oh. Well, I guess that's pretty sweet.
Like only 2 gyro rays. Holograms, edges.
Faction pack. Most subscribed. Galactic Empire faction. Faction pack. Star Wars. Star Wars.
Oh, you know what? Go to the ships. Yeah, we're gonna kick off flight assist. I don't.
I don't mind the
What's going on?
well, like I don't mind the ship. Oh, they have 40K. Like I don't mind the Star Wars ships, but like
You're gonna have to really pick through stuff and like do a lot of search functions to find what you want.
ooh. I do that.
Like me right now, I'm running into the issue where titanium have energy. Yeah. Lost. $150. If I go in here, off flight assist. Basically, I'm going to be struggling to get a good energy production rolling. Have to put on.
Let's see, how do I ship menu, galaxy map, strategy mode, layer menu, mission. Build. 500 iron. I'm sitting at 9,000. Should I get more before I continue?
Should you get more what?
More iron before I found a ship.
Yeah.
9,000 isn't enough.
I would try to get 10. This thing cost me 10, but I'm going to need to get some titanium because the flight assist right now is taking up too much energy, and iron doesn't make any energy. Too much. Okay, good. I'll use the tractor beam to kind of stabilize myself because the flight assist basically stabilizes your ship out. And it just takes too much power right now, so we're gonna go get some crew. Because the thing is, you'll want some. You won't want to spend too much on making your first craft because you'll want some crew for your ship because you're not gonna have any. And you'll have to hire them at one of the stations. And then your little mining drone is decent, but I think the lasers on the actual ships are just flat out better. Not bad early game. When you're really just needing something. Okay, oh. Up. Just almost hotkey this thing. Fire that? Nope. And once you get a ship up and running, I'll talk to you about turret group, all the other fun junk.
Where would I get titanium?
Titanium?
Yeah.
There's not a lot in this sector. You'll have to kind of fly around and look. Titanium looks like sort of straight columns. I'm staring at a vein that's right next to me. About five, 6 clicks away, there's like 2 that are within. One's 3 away from me. 2.75. Okay. Let me go ahead and...
Oh, yeah, I see one right there. Okay, so that's what they look like. Ooh.
Oh. Go ahead. Generated energy.
Secret stash.
There's a secret stash or something.
Yeah. Oh, you're going for that. Okay.
The one I'm flying towards right now.
Yeah, I didn't realize this one.
Yeah, eventually we can make alliance spaceships and then do some really funny stuff with them.
Like.
So, for example, like anyone can control an alliance spaceship if I stick it in the alliance, and you can actually use it to harvest resources for the entire alliance. You can build space stations that kind of cooperatively work that way, and a bunch of other stuff. And you can have all your solo things too. Perfect. Alright. Smart plane calls. Okay. Alright. My ship is now good. I had to sort of coordinate it to actually work properly. So it should stop doing its whatever thing now.
Mining a titanium vein.
There's any captain. Minor, but I'd rather have a non-tiered captain at the moment. Quests that are good. Bulletin. More than likely I'm going to be jumping around to a couple close by places. Ship. Definitely going to need a upgrader though. probably have to reload the same model and then raid the ship. Have a free arbitrary turn. I see.
How much titanium would you recommend getting?
I mean, maybe 2,000 or something to start with. Oh, enough energy. Maybe 2,000 or something to be just enough to kind of get you rolling. Because again, like iron does not. If you hit B really quick, there's.
I mean, when I see it, I see the.
If you go
nanite.
If you go not nanite, if you go to nanite.
Neonite?
Yeah, neonite. That's a material. That's like the next tier up material, and that's when we first get shields. Yeah. So like basically titanium, iron is pretty garbage for craft. It does have its uses later on though, because it's very useful for making inertia dampeners because it's a heavy material.
Yeah.
So it's one of the few materials that can be used as that. It works for a really cheap early game material, but there's pretty much nothing like that is good that direction. So like you'll notice if you look at iron, you can't make integrity field generators, which that's how you keep your ship pieces and parts from blowing up when they ram into other objects or get hit in combat. Integrity field generators are kind of like your bread and butter to begin with early game when you don't have shields on your craft. You're going to want to be sticking those pretty much to cover the entire craft itself. You don't have to worry about something getting blown off. The thing is, it's not a big deal if something does, because you can just go into the build mode and repair. Especially because iron's cheap. But later on, stuff gets more expensive, as well as there are certain materials and certain parts of a craft that can only be built around a shipyard or at a shipyard. Such as, I believe, I don't think you can stick generators in. Yeah, it has to be built onto a ship with the assistance of a shipyard. So you have to be in the region, same essentially region of space with the shipyard station in there, in order to build a generator, which is kind of crucial on most of your craft to actually keep them functional. So you know. Iron can't do a lot, but it's cheap. It's also heavy. So everything you make out of iron, your craft will be that much heavier. Titanium's pretty light for an early game material. It's also the it's a pretty sturdy for armor as well. So it's a really nice lighter material, stronger armor. It's just better overall than iron if you have to pick between the two. Besides your inertial dampeners, like there's no real other reason to use iron a ton. Still don't have shield generators, but you do get access to your integrity field, your titanium generator, and titanium energy containers. So that's all good there. Also, the engines are better, so it's good to have it. Nanite's first shields, trinium, I want to say is first, when you finally get to trinium, that's when you can start using ships. Right. Okay, so there is a low tier captain here, but he's still 60 grand. Turbines.
Okay.
There's a wanted quest here. There's an easy quest for a delivery of water. Which I might be able to do to make a little bit of quick cash.
Should I refine my resources or?
You don't need to do that yet. Basically, there's two kinds of miners in the game. You have a purifier, so as you're mining, it will purify stuff. So what I'm going to have you do right now, but you don't have a lot of equipment, go ahead and hit P, go over to inventory.
Okay.
This will show you everything that you've collected so far. It will only take up slots if it doesn't stack. If it stacks, it doesn't care. So it will stack on top of itself. You'll notice you have 4 regular double purifying mining lasers, and you should have 4 standard double chain guns. What it starts you with. Plus, it gives you a turret control subsystem, and I think that's it.
Yeah.
So all that together is kind of your starting basic stuff for your craft. If you hover over the purifying mining lasers, this is where you'll start to learn about kind of how the game works. So they have a DPS. They'll do so much DPS every second, and that's how quickly you'll burn through stone and everything else. You're like, oh, 3.3, but I'm doing a lot more damage to that than stone. If you look down at the bottom, it does 20,000% extra damage to stone materials. So technically you could use these to shoot at enemy craft. They're not going to do a lot of damage, but they will do something. So you're not completely defenseless, you're just pretty much defenseless if you're in a miner ship. You'll also notice something called efficiency. Efficiency is how much ore you're getting. Like essentially it's your efficiency ratio for what you're getting from the asteroid when you're mining it. Notice it's pretty darn low. Right?
Yeah, it's like 15.7.
Yeah. Purifying miners, very specifically, have a low proficiency because they automatically refine your resources without you having to take them to a resource depot and have the resource depot do it for you. The resource depot will take a very, very, very small amount of your refined resources for itself. It's so minute it doesn't, like, at least cash wise, everything, it doesn't matter. It's negligible. Especially the more they like you, the faction, they practically make it free. So the higher ranking you are with the faction, like if they're like, oh, we have an excellent ranking with this guy, relationship wise, it's pretty darn close to free. The way you actually use that at the things is there are things called R mining lasers. R mining lasers have significantly higher proficiency. So you're looking like 70 to like 98% efficiency mining asteroids, which is significantly better. They are flat out the better option, but the problem is you need cargo space.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to have a ship that has a pretty big cargo space to make it worthwhile. Otherwise, you're running back and forth every 2 seconds to a refiner, and it's just not worth the time that you're losing. When you have multiple captains and they have good inventory space for their ships, you can actually have them start mining the sector out for you. And you can also, technically, if you get an escort fleet, you can eventually send them on missions specifically, as long as you have one that's a mining captain. But we'll get that you'll get to later when you have multiple ships. Like right now, your best bet is to try to get like a basic captain for your current ship, your main one, because then you can automate getting your resources, if that makes sense. So like right now when you build your first ship, however you build it, you have some basic commands if you select it. You can autopilot, or you can you can send it to refine ores, or you can tell it to go to a specific place. Just because those are basic things. You can do movement, and you can do refining ores and everything else. So nothing super fancy, but it's there. So like I can actually go to the tactical menu, highlight my ship and select it, zoom out and go to say the resource dock, and right click on the resource dock, and it will auto pilot there and dock. So you can actually start automating a lot of the things in games, so you can sort of enjoy the combat of it and things, but if you get kind of bored being a miner and stuff, you can automate that kind of stuff. You can also do missions with that kind of stuff once you have the ships for it, and a bunch of other crap. Make a thing to trade with me. Did you want something?
Oh, no, I was trying to get the stuff to whatever it is. How do I dock?
Okay. You
there we go.
highlight
Okay.
the station, get close enough to a docking port, and then you can hold F for the tractor beam to pull you in. Like right now, if you autopilot too, you can kind of do it yourself. It'll do it for you, I should say, so it makes it really nice. Right now, I'm just kind of doing that. I'm gonna sell the little bit of ore that I have, and then there's a mission that I have to make for a delivery. Sell like 400 iron. So that gives me like 2,000 credits. That's good. A little bit to come.
So, how do I use your local save designs?
Water? Oh, I don't have enough cargo space in the ship. Actually, I can get some. My cargo hold. I have no cargo hold. I have a little bit. Oh gosh. To blank call. Cargo. Very tiny cargo hold. Bulletin board. Still don't have enough cargo space. Yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna have to worry about mining for now, I guess. Mining, save up money. All right. Amazing how much faster this is. The other thing.
Oh, wow. That's quite expensive.
What is? One of the crafts you wanted to build?
Yeah.
Yeah, you.
7,000 titanium.
Yeah, early game. It's not necessarily a bad thing if you have to use a pre-built design from one of the stations that they kind of offer when you go to found the ship. If you need to. Right now I'm gonna have fun because I'm gonna have to collect a ton of resources to try to get anything useful going. This is one of the things I learned, getting a captain as soon as you can is super useful.
Why is the entire station vibrating? Oh, because there's a rock hitting it. The fuck?
I bet you I know what probably happened too. Okay. That's actually really funny to me. I was honestly hoping for rescue quests. Those are a little tough early.
I only have two.
How's it going?
Good, how you doing?
Hanging in there.
Nice. Do anything fun this evening?
I was with my family for a while, and then Kim and I just watched the latest Grand Tour episode. But yeah.
Haven't really done much. Kinda hung out home after I got off work and was very slow today. Bad thing.
Always nice when the criminals take a day off.
Player menu. Profile. Complete. Mining from.
I'm sure I'll get a bunch of calls next week about thefts that happened at Walmart.
Mine.
They're like, yeah, we had like 18 thefts.
On the scene. Oh, wreckage not found. I'm an idiot.
What are you doing?
Okay. Trying to find where I can get a crew.
Okay, so if you highlight a station, hit F, you'll be able to hire a crew as long as you're in a ship. If you're in your scout drone, you can't hire a crew, but if you're in an actual ship, you can hire a crew.
I think I'm going to. Oh, hello. Okay, so I cannot.
Alright, I am already at 30,000 again. I have no resource, but that's pretty good. I think if I can manage to pick up some. I should be able to get like a cheapo captain and then just set this guy to autopilot for a while. Wander around the sector and collect asteroid stuff.
Hire crew. New captain. Zero pilots. How many I'm supposed to? How do I?
Okay, hit I, go to crew, and then you can see what you actually need crew-wise. What I normally do is there's a button called auto assign. Just slap that sucker. It's okay to hire more than what you actually have currently, though. Just keep that in mind, because you can put subsystems on the craft eventually that modify it, such as that turret control subsystem. Costs more power for the ship to operate, but it gives you more turret slots. So you only have a limited number of slots you can stick on a ship, depending on what you got equipped. I think it naturally comes with 2 civilians and 1 arbitrary. Every ship does. And then you put the turrets on to kind of modify that. Right now, every turret that you're going to run into early game only takes up a single slot. As you get later on in the game, some will take up multiple slots because they're more powerful. So you'll have less turrets, but they hit harder and they're bigger.
So I have 2 of 20. Apparently,
You need 20 crew.
so 19 in total? No, 18 in total, right? You must be docked to the station to hire crew members. Of course, I must be docked.
Yes.
So, oops, I hit the station. This is great.
Early game's gonna be always a little slow. You're just getting some iron, trying to get started. Start off in a derp craft.
Hire crew. Hire. 18. Cool. Pilot security. Do I need security? How do I get a captain?
How do you get a captain? You gotta find one where you can go to hire crew. So for example, I can hire a miner captain, you know, and put miners to work. Gosh darn freaking miners. No, but I can hire a dude that can mine asteroids, and he'll be able to be a captain on the ship, and you can give him specific mining missions. But he's 110,000. I think a cheap captain that doesn't have any real traits, 60k. Yeah, there's a guy here that's 60k. So if I able to, my best bet would be to hire him and then do stuff. Right now I am at 33,000 cash.
I am still learning. This is great.
What's going on?
Oh, I'm trying to remove the rock because the station jittering around is actually bugging me.
Can. Do you just have mining turrets on right now?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Alright, I'm gonna teach you one other thing here really quick. Are you on a full-blown ship now?
Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna kind of work back towards you here. While my energy recharges here in the ship, but if you hit I, you'll notice that you'll see your ship on the main thing. It'll be like your ship stats and everything else. Kind of rotate it around. Whatever turret you have equipped will be on the left. If you click on a turret, create control groups for those. You can hit 1, and then you can hit 1, and they'll all be in control group 1.
One. So I can add an armed turret if I wanted to.
Yeah, and the reason why you want to do that in different control groups is because you can turn them on and off with whatever control group is in. So if you have mining turrets, you can kick them off when you're in combat. If you have combat turrets, you can kick them off while you're mining. You're not shooting an asteroid for no real reason. Barely had enough energy to make that jump. When playing with your friends, you can form an alliance together. That's kind of what I just did earlier. Yeah. Okay, I'm loading, yep.
Ooh, oops.
He took a bunch of damage.
Yeah, I just ran right into the rock I was trying to get rid of.
If you hit B, you can hit the repair button and repair your ship. It'll cost money and resources. If you're looking to make money early game, you're gonna have to mine resources and sell them at the resource depot in the area.
Okay.
Great equipment. Alright, mine all this.
See, what got me interested in getting this game in the first place was that you said it's like Eve and Space Engineers of sorts. So I was like, oh, I like Space Engineers, and I did like Eve. I just didn't want to pay the fucking monthly fee for this.
It's a lot more like Eve than Space Engineers.
Yeah.
Because it is like, you're building your own fleet, you're doing your own stuff, you have your own main ship. So it does have a similar feel where it starts out with Eve, where you start out very little derpy. It takes time to do anything useful. So, because like the early game is a lot of I'm mining resources, I'm trying to build a ship, I'm trying to do stuff, because going into combat early, yes, you can make money finding pirates and fighting them, not a problem. But until you have like integrity field generators and stuff, not the best to do. Plus you have to find them early game, which is not easy-ish to do. Later on it becomes a lot easier because you can You can send ships on scouting missions to kind of scout the region. You get a general idea where pirates are hanging out. I know I like this game. I played it for quite a while, and it's fun. I enjoyed it. Once you get over the hump of getting a captain, I think you'll like it. Which shouldn't take too long, honestly.
Need to reposition a mining turret because I don't think it's actually.
I'm gonna tell you right now, probably your best bet is to stick it near the front, on the top, or on the sides. So you actually get good angles. Because that does matter. Where are you? I see you're mining derp craft.
Ah. Okay. Now. Head back to this. There. So much faster. I was only getting one laser on the rock, and it was not doing well.
As slow as your other thing? Yeah. Or asteroid, I think I can probably. Derps.
Up there. Tsunami's getting on Destiny.
Yep.
Means
saw
that
that.
Paul's probably going to be getting on here soon too.
Because he probably told Tsunami that he's playing Destiny again.
Who is?
Paul's playing Destiny again.
Yeah, I took a break. I'm coming back to it now.
Jester's
So-
playing Destiny again.
I've done sometimes.
I like it. It's a fun game. It's fun to kill time with.
Again. I know. You're allowed to like it. Right.
I did get some slippers. They're not my style, but these slippers are pretty comfy still. And that to me is kind of all that really matters.
I honestly, for a second, thought you were still talking in Destiny there, and I was, what is this part of like the glamour garbage that they throw out?
No, no, no. That's the one thing I will approve of when it comes to Destiny. It's that, yes, they microtransaction the shit out of everything, but everything that they're microtransactioning is literally just, it's all like fashion stuff.
I'm actually gonna stop this. Head up north. I guess kind of north relative to call it north. West, huh?
Back to 9,000 iron. It's a lot faster than it was.
Just gonna take
What's up?
my craft here.
Shooting rocks.
Sell all this iron I have, and once I sell the iron, I can take proceeds and get my captain that I found.
Soon I won't even have to worry about doing this. Thought you were flashing me there for a moment. I was like, oh yeah! Merry Christmas!
I mean, I can do that for you, Jester, if you really need some.
I don't want you to flash me, Bean. I'm good.
I have a man boob right here with your name on it.
Oh.
Watch it.
Let's watch it. I'm already signed in.
They won't let you watch it?
I don't remember my password. That game is for babies.
And through the gate I go. Actually, perfect. Resource dock, my ship, go to it. Because I'm going to have to dock there anyways to sell the resources. And while I'm docked there, I'm going to buy my captain.
That was very cute, baby. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I don't know how you redeem that. 50 bucks a month. Or whatever you please. Oh shit, you're just going to look automatically.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Can I just get an electronic? Steam gift cards. Oops. There we go. But I want to do it.
I'm going to do gently there.
Okay, well, I guess.
Hey, there it is. Sell some iron. Sell 6,000. Alright. Talk. Hire crew. Oh look. I have a captain. Oh right, this is where he ends up giving you a second ship when you're a captain. I don't need that right now though. We'll worry about that.
Apps and games. Let's see. Go.
Alright, now I have a captain so I can send him to mine the sector, which is awesome. Hey.
PC.
Did you get some Steam Darus?
I got $50 on Amazon. And I don't know how to go about transferring that over to Steam, so I'm looking on Amazon for a electronic code.
A gift card.
Yeah.
Okay. Pop through. Awesome.
I'm seeing a lot of Sims.
Alright. And now my ship is in autopilot mode.
Whatever.
Watch Jester fly to his asteroids.
I need to find titanium.
You'll find more as you start moving further. Alright. Teach you some other things about the game. Hit M. Okay.
Yes.
M is your galaxy map.
Yes.
Steve.
App option.
Steve.
Hey guys.
Sounds like he's on his phone.
Yep.
What
Just
you up
popping
to?
in with you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas
Merry
to you.
Mishmash.
Merry Christmas.
I am exhausted. We had to host my entire wife's side of the family Christmas because the hosters were COVID positive, so on 2 days' notice.
Yeah, my my wife was COVID positive. I tested negative, but I'm pretty sure I had it.
I mean, you sounded like trash for like a week.
Still have a bit of a cough, but it's more productive now. So
I can't show the resources, but as you get further into the galaxy, Pester, you'll.
See if. Hold on. Are you like swinging through real hot, or are you? Do you have a couple minutes to muse about the plot of Halo Infinite?
I'll be swinging through. Gotta get my dog inside and then get to bed, probably.
Sounds good.
Are you playing through the campaign?
I am playing through the campaign.
I need to do that at some point.
It is weird. Like, they not only ignore... It's like they weirdly... It's like 343 throughout the story that they've done since Bungie left, and just started over.
Kind of not surprised.
Yeah.
So, like... You know the Infinity, that ship that's like...
Yeah.
It's the flagship of the US, or the
Mhm.
Earth
USSC.
core.
Yep.
This game just cold opens with the Infinity exploding, and then they're like, we found a new Halo. Also, here's a new Cortana that's not evil. Also, the bad guys are the Covenant again. Go.
but they're not the Covenant.
They're the Banished. They're like an offset of the Covenant from Halo
They're
Wars, from the
rebel.
RTS game.
I watched a recap of Halo 5, and it was literally like Michael Bay Transformers mixed with Halo, and I was like, what the crap?
Yeah, I finished it. Oh yeah, you were here the other night when I finished it. I was like, I don't know. I'm like, I don't know if this is not a good game. I don't know what they're trying to do here. But like, I'm not saying that the story makes a lot of sense, because it doesn't. But I'm really enjoying the Halo Infinite campaign so far.
Titanium!
And I haven't even hit the part where it becomes open world yet. Apparently, I thought they just dumped you in the open world, but apparently, it's like...
It eventually does.
Yeah, eventually it becomes Halo Just Cause. So they're like, here's a grappling hook and the ability to call in a warthog full of Marines whenever you want.
Gotcha.
Right.
That's cool.
But right now, it's been like straight up a normal Halo campaign for the first hour or so, and yeah, it's good. I think you'll like it.
I sure hope so. I was never a huge fan of 4. I mean, it was okay, but wasn't
I
as good
wasn't a
as
huge fan of 4 either.
the original 4 games were pretty good in my opinion.
But like, eventually when slots clear up on my list, I would like to run through Master Chief Collection with, I mean, whoever will come along on whatever games they want to come along on. That's fine, but...
Yeah, Steve will come along on like every single game.
I've beaten Borderlands. I have not beaten Borderlands 2. I have not beaten Borderlands pre-sequel.
What?
Borderlands 2 is worthwhile.
And
It's
I
pre-sequel.
have
And I will tell you,
not
there's...
beaten 3.
Korg's thing is pretty good DLC-wise in 2. As well as Tiny Tina's DLC. If you like D&D, Tiny Tina's DLC in 2 is really good. I would avoid Hammerlock's DLC. That DLC kind of grated on me.
Yeah.
After a while.
I never beat any of the Borderlands games except for the first one.
2's really good. Worth a playthrough. Out of all of them, 2 is a really good game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to play the game again.
I will say that 3, I mean, they did try to push a lot of things where 2 felt more natural with its humor, but overall, gameplay-wise, it was pretty fun.
My problem with 3 is that once you hit the end game, 2 had like really good, cool loot that made sense and good, cool loot ways,
Why didn't you
and
hit the button?
3's endgame loot was just entirely broken. Like, you would play for an evening and drop, 30 legendaries, and over half of them would be worse than like purples and greens that you already had.
Yeah, I mean, I liked the concept of the endgame that they had. I thought it was neat. It's like, okay, you have like an endgame thing with like different things
mean,
you're
they have-
doing, and what they wanted to do with it was pretty.
Yeah, they had all the cool like endgame leveling and stuff like that. Like, like very, very minor perks that still made you feel like, oh, if
Which-
I straight up play through this game a second time, I'm going to get stuff that other people don't.
Well, and the thing is, like,
Like,
where they
I'm gonna
had
be-
the end game like missions and stuff you could run, and sort of, I guess, dungeons-ish that you could do, which was cool to me because I'm like, okay, you're going beyond like the base Borderlands where you pretty much, once you beat the game in the DLC, you're pretty well done.
I gotta head out, so I will
Alright.
talk to you guys later. Merry Christmas.
Casey,
Merry Christmas.
Bean, what are your next vacation days?
30th and 31st. So I'll be basically Wednesday the 29th I'll be up late. But yeah, the 30th and 31st I'll be off. I'll probably be doing something the 30th because it's my wife and I's anniversary, so you won't probably see me till later that evening if I'm on. I should be more than likely because I don't think we'll be out super late, but we'll have to see how that goes.
Well, I'm off all next week, so I might be on a few times. We'll see.
I'll be floating around.
All right. We'll talk to you guys later.
See ya.
Later.
I think we might have the titanium in the yeah.
Probably.
I don't know why I can't see the reason. Because normally you could see like the map mode with all the stuff on it, where it's like, oh, here's the resources, like zones. Maybe it's an update. Maybe they pulled that out. I don't know.
I literally just want to put the money onto my Steam account, but like it's telling me to fuck off practically, so. And it's literally like, hey, you want to buy a gift card? Cool. We'll send you the physical copy. It's like, are you fucking stupid? Like, I just want it to be digital, because you can do that with PlayStation Network, but you can't do that with a fucking gift card.
To where? From who? How are you trying to do this?
Amazon. Because my wife is like, I'm gonna send you $50 on Amazon. Cool. Why? Why would you do that? Like, there's nothing on Amazon that I want. Digital games. East. There's no way for me to redeem it for. I don't know why she did that. It's kind of fucked me. It's cool. Like, I'm thankful that she did that, but like, what on Amazon am I gonna get? That I'm not gonna have to wait for.
There's a number of things you could get. Just depends on what you're looking at. But I understand.
I think all the titanium in the system's gone.
Yeah. We're probably gonna have to switch systems here shortly.
Unknown energy signature. I don't know. Look at my inventory.
What you sitting at resource-wise now?
11,000 titanium or iron and 2,000 titanium.
Too bad. I don't have a lot of titanium, but I'm about, after picking up my captain, spending a huge chunk of iron doing so, I'm at
So
9,000.
How do I make money? Then how do I make money with this? Like with what I have.
Okay.
Do I sell the resources I have?
You sell the resources at the resource depot. So the first tab is buying for the resource depot. The second tab is selling. You'll need to be docked at the station. You basically select your ship, hit N, zoom out on the map mode. You can double click to go over to the resource station. Where it says ships, you can hit your ship again. And then you should be able to right click on the station and it'll just take you straight there. It'll dock to it. That way you can just kind of autopilot your way over there if you're trying to still figure out your gift card thing again. I'm just autopilot mining right now.
I don't have a captain, so...
You should be able to dock though without a captain. Autopilot dock. You can do movements and you can do resource refining without a captain. You just can't.
How do I do that?
So, N brings up your tactical map for the system that we're in.
Right.
See where it says resource or stations, I should say?
Yeah.
Double click on the one that says resource depot. Okay. Should have it highlighted. Alright,
Yeah.
do you see your ship in the name of ships?
Yeah.
Okay, click on that once. Tactical. Right? You should still be focused on the station, but not your ship. You should be able to right-click the station because you can zoom in on it. Be able to right-click it and should try to go and dock to it.
Ah, yes. Okay.
I have the feeling your ship's pretty darn quick compared to mine.
Just it's so annoying. I don't know. I wish he was back down here so then I could be like, I've already redeemed the card. There's nothing else to do about that. Like after I've redeemed it, Amazon's like it's with us now. Like it's so I have $50 balance on Amazon for whatever. I guess. And it's like I don't want to go through my wish list because if I go through my wish list, like I for Christmas stuff, I sent that, and I don't know what people have got me and what people haven't gotten me. So it's like I can't just be like, okay, yeah, here you go.
How much money do you have now?
12,000. I haven't sold anything yet. I think I'm docked. Trade resources, so. Just because I got a fuck ton of iron.
I'm gonna scavenge out. I think. Holy cow. What's your speed on that ship?
Fuck, I don't know. I bet I just hit like 11,000 meters a second.
Yeah, I think she's faster than this guy is. What's
It was
your
one of the-
what's your average speed without boosting with space?
305 meters a second.
You're faster. This guy's only 40.
Cool.
What's up?
Took some damage.
I'll try to keep an eye out to see. Captain, Vector. Yeah, besides that minor captain. Which the mining captains are really good because they can go on pretty long expeditions. Like they get bonuses going on a mining mission.
There are currently no captains looking for work at this station.
Yeah, there's
Thought
one.
for sure. Repair dock. There is a minor captain. He is expensive.
Yep. I said the cheapest captain you're gonna find is probably 60k. Crap.
If I could find one that's 60k, that'd be awesome. Yeah, nope. The only place that's hiring in this sector is the repair dock, and that's their 160k one. So I'm like, yeah. I need to go to another sector, and I need to go. Yeah, I need to go to another sector, and I'm not exactly sure how I go about doing that.
Okay, so if you want to go to another sector, there's a couple ways you can do it. First of all,
Okay.
you can use the gates. So if you hit N, you scroll all the way down, there's the warp gates. Warp gates will essentially let you go to sectors that are along the warp path. If you hit M, you notice how there are lines coming out of the sector we're in?
Yeah.
There's like warp gate paths, and they go to specific sectors. You can do that. Or you can right click a sector and hit enter coordinates into navigation computer. You can warp there manually. If that makes any sense.
Yep.
You always have the option where you can warp manually somewhere, or you can jump to a specific
Titanium
location.
Vortex 2. Why should there be pirates there?
So eventually it becomes handy because like as of right now, the only way you can explore is by manually kind of going places outside of going to the gate areas. Getting a captain allows you to go on a scout mission, which will then do a big radius around you, where it will kind of reveal what's in the sector. So you get a general idea about where asteroid fields are, a bunch of other stuff. But it depends on how powerful your ship is for ambush chance. Like right now I have like a 33% chance that my ship will get ambushed if I send it on a scout mission. Because it's a little weak derp ship. Also, you'll be like, oh no, it cost me 60,000. Every 3 hours you have to pay your crew.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not very expensive, but captains cost a lot more. So like, you'll see like, hey, 60k captain per hour, 15,000, which sounds like a lot, not per hour, but for every 3 hours. Really not. Because like right now, if I were to sell a bunch of the resources I've gotten in just a little bit of time that we've been sitting here, like I'm at almost 15,000 iron. If I were to sell 10,000 of that at the current going rate in the area, which is like 6 point something.
Hang on a second, Bean.
Can't believe. Speak. Hurts.
When I first got out, I felt like
Freaking. Click on something by accident. Like, burp, 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 burp. Nope. Nope, please stop. Titanium. Ship derp around. Up.
So apparently everybody else is getting me Deem and like what did I just get?
What did you just get? Anyways. Yeah.
I'm in that titanium sector, but I'm not seeing no titanium anywhere.
You may or may not. There's not necessarily, it's just a name. Also, if you look at the map, you see how you're kind of moving away from the center of the galaxy?
Yeah.
You'll kind of want to start moving toward the center of the galaxy if you want to find titanium.
Hmm.
Alright. This. Dock. Perfect. Fly towards the, I'll let you know if I see any captain show up. The sectors will eventually cycle stuff in and out, missions and everything else.
Hmm. Found one that's 70,000. It is a tier 0.
Yeah, that's what they're... is gonna happen. They're gonna be low tier. So, like, if you want a captain that's specifically like, oh, this one's a mining captain, whatever, like, he'll be like a tier, anything that's like actually specifically a type of captain will be a tier 1 or 2. I think when they hit tier 3, after they level so many times, they tier up. And they're level 1 in that next tier. After they hit tier 3, they get a secondary class. So for example, like, Miner gets an extra 2 unarmed turrets. So that gives you 4 turrets he can have. He'll highlight hidden ores, which you may not know this, but in asteroids, in the sectors we're in, ores can actually be hidden in asteroids. Typically not worth your time to find unless you have a captain on that ship that can see them. I can't remember if the ore detectors will actually show them as well. They might. But essentially, like, they'll be able to see them in the sector that they're in, so they'll show them. And also there's something called mining duration. So when you have captains of specific types, they'll actually give you a longer duration for certain missions. So if you have a salvaging captain, he'll let you can go on a salvaging mission that will go a lot longer. Salvaging will be really important later on once you get a craft that can kind of be a salvager as well. because when you salvage stuff, you get turrets and you also get subsystems. So when you blow up ships, you usually get turrets. You'll get some subsystems and stuff too. But like, if you find like wreckages in space or like giant wreckages of like it's like a field of random crap with stuff, you can salvage all that, and you'll get materials and stuff from it, which is great. But the primary reason you want to do it is because it provides something that you cannot craft in game. You can craft turrets, you can craft fighters, you can craft ships and everything else. You cannot craft subsystems. So you can use research and try to upgrade them in research to higher tiers, so to speak. But subsystems are pretty static. So it's kind of important that besides getting higher level tech turrets and everything else by just simply moving forward, subsystems are pretty much going to be one of those things that you can have a subsystem that's exceptional, like a yellow, so like a really high rated subsystem for turrets, and you could use it for most of the game just because it's a decent subsystem. Or you could find a legendary subsystem that you'll use for the game, which you will find legendary subsystems off of the bosses you kill and from doing specific quests. So, and they pretty much, it's nice to essentially farm those because they're legendary subsystems that are from bosses are unique, but they're really powerful. So you can farm them and have them on multiple ships. Really good. What did I want to do? Hooray! I have 68,000. I'm not completely broke. Of course. A bigger ship.
Why am I the leader?
Oh, I left. I'm gonna have to get to bed here. I still gotta work tomorrow. Server's still up, so you're welcome to goof around and play a little bit longer. Not a problem there. Go ahead. Probably tune in tonight. Just so I can get some good sleep here. Should be on tomorrow. Now a little bit. People are around Christmas. I don't know. Have a wonderful Well, good. I won't ruin the game for you and tell you where tank cannon gun is. So nothing. I just might have read something where there's a gun that has unlimited ammo that tank cannon essentially. Yeah. Probably dev gun sitting around in the game. Yeah. Which is fine. I'm okay with them leaving that in because that's just fun. I'm like, yeah, if you want to, it's there, but you don't have to do it. It's yeah. Gotcha. All right. Well, anywho, I'll catch you guys later. Merry Christmas.